having got in way of the attempted clearance. Jim Gannon. Oh, great flick on by Alan Armstrong.
Piece against Bradford, but here's Warburton!
Yes!
And trying to manufacture the shot, gets it away, yeah!
Not got it clear. Please, sir! It's a cracker!
Running Armstrong, played in the game, and a superb goal!
Tony did it! Stockport County are the champions of League Two.
Hello and welcome to the Scarf Bagara War, a Stockport County podcast for fans by fans in partnership with Edgeley Conservative Club coaches.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm getting used to this, Mount. I'm getting used to this, right? Okay, it's taken weeks, but I'm getting used to it. It's coming off. It's coming off. How's everybody? Joined by Waggie tonight. You all right, mate?
Yes, very good, mate. Very, very good. Issues with my laptop, but everything seems fine now, hopefully, and I've stopped lagging.
Yes, Waggie, laggy. Call you Laggy Waggie in the future.
You wait for a week to use that, haven't you?
yeah. Been praying for you to have internet issues for that.
You've got a post-it note on your screen ready, haven't you? Next to the Edgeley Con Club coaches.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got another packed show for you this week. Delighted to be chatting all things county, especially in this run of wins. It's been amazing. We'll chat more about that as the show goes on and with our fan guest. What was you doing on Monday night, Waggie? What's that all about?
Oh, I was a bit bored, so I thought I'd just pop down to Edgeley Park meet some people, socialise a bit, and assist you in interviewing a certain Mr. Sean Connolly.
Absolutely. How good was that, eh? How good was that?
It was so good, so good. The only thing that I will say is it was a little chilly inside as well as outside. Apart from that, an absolutely superb evening. It was so good. He is such a good bloke. It's a pity we couldn't get him to interact more. His one-word answers and things like that was just really annoying me.
He was such a great guest. I guess just to inform everybody as well. So we teased this out last few weeks that we've been having a meeting with County. We've had the meeting with County. They're allowing us to use 4 of the venues at Edgeley Park for special events, special guest events. We've also got the nursery and the armoury on top of that as well. They've agreed to let us do that. And we what we're going to do is we're going to start building up these sort of live events and inviting people down to them. Free tickets every time. Obviously, first refusal will be our esteemed Patreon members and people associated with the podcast. And then we'll fan it out from there. But that's what we're going to do, and that's what we're sort of building ourselves up to. So hopefully people have seen some of the pictures that were floating around from Monday. A really good event attended by about 30 of us, I think, just to get things going and sort of test our kit and all that kind of stuff and how it went. And it was great, wasn't it? I mean, Sean was just an absolute ledge, wasn't he?
Absolute legend. As I say, some of the stories, some we can tell, some we can't tell. But most of them we can tell. And he's just... It was the way that you'd ask him a question, and it's like when we talk about Chally being interviewed, you ask him a question and he sort of answered it, but then he asked himself a question and then just went. He just went, and he was just like, brilliant. I wasn't expecting you to talk about that when we asked you about this, but absolute sound. Such a good bloke.
Absolutely brilliant, So the video will be edited and we've recorded it on all that kind of good stuff. So that'll go out to Patreon members. And there'll be a 10-minute teaser going out to everybody else. But obviously,
get yourself signed up.
Get yourself signed up. £3 a month plus VAT. You get all of our content ad free, and then of course you get access to these special episodes. And if you're local, or you can make it when we do the next one and we get somebody down to Edgeley Park or to the nursery or to the armory. We're gonna try and fan it out a bit. Then you'll be invited to that. Okay, good stuff. So tonight, then, let's just talk about the agenda tonight. Loads to get through. We're going to talk about Wigan. We're going to talk about the Chally masterclass that was as easy as ABC, Addai, Bate and camps. We're going to do a Tuesday fixture roundup. Do you like that, Waggie? I was just thinking about that.
That's another post-it note, isn't it?
Could
you see anything on the screen for all these post-it notes?
Tuesday fixture roundup, because obviously there was matches on Tuesday that we can talk about. Now we're in the mix. It's starting to feel a bit proper now, business end of the season, and all those other cliches you can reel out. We'll talk a bit about Cambridge. We haven't got an Oppo preview guest. There is an opposition preview podcast coming out at 10 p.m. tonight, Wednesday, and it'll be available to everybody from tonight. I want to talk a bit about Jay Mingy as well, and then we're going to do Get In't Rezzers. Reasons to talk about Jay Mingy. We'll come to that shortly. Get In't Rezzers. But I think, without further ado, should we get our guest? Should we get our fan guest? Let's do that.
Gleeson! It's a cracker! Stephen Gleeson! What a beauty!
Hello, Liam.
Hello, mate. You okay?
Liam.
Hello, guys.
Yeah, good.
Okay?
You?
Yeah, good.
Good. Liam, you how long have we known each other, Liam? I forgot.
Well, you had jet black hair then.
Jesus, that's a long time.
Yeah. Well,
did you have jet black hair as well at that time?
Did you have hair then, Liam? Yeah. Well, like Waggie. Waggie's probably had hair at some point.
Back in the Jeff days.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. Debut on the show. Should we go through the questions first? When was your first match?
My first match was either 1990 or 1991. I can't quite remember the year. It was actually away at Darlington. We've got family over there, so Mum said, right, that's it. Surprise Liam and brother Alan. And I was mascot for County versus Darlington that day.
Wow.
Nice. Away as well?
Away, yeah. My first game was away. My first home game was 1993, you all know it. The FA Cup, Stockport County versus QPR.
No way. That's mega. I love that. Do you know, we've had somebody else on who they were mascot at that match, I'm sure. Was there a few mascots that day? Can you remember?
Yeah, there was about 3.
Wow. Brilliant. Yeah, well, fair dues, yeah. I wasn't even allowed to go to that match because it was apparently too dangerous for me.
Yeah,
you know. I think it's just an excuse because my stepdad wanted to get pissed. I think that was what it was.
Disgraceful behaviour. I've never done that. Oh no, I've been pissed. I was always pissed at the matches. So that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Favorite game then that you've been to? You've been to many, haven't you? So.
Oh, yeah. Favorite game. It's a draw between Stockport County versus Halifax when we got back into the Football League, and last season's win at Edgeley Park, which guaranteed us the title, which guarantees to go up.
Was that Accrington?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Accrington game, wasn't it? Yeah.
Accrington, yeah.
Have you not got one that stands out from like yesteryear, like Wickham or I don't know,
Probably,
or Wembley or something? I don't know.
Wickham, that was a good game. It's very nerve-wracking. I couldn't sleep for two days before the game because I was so nervous.
Wow.
Because we've not had Stockport County promoted for a very long time, and then I just couldn't sleep. And the moment Liam Dickinson did that run before the goal, my eyes shut like Dickinson just passed the ball, pass it. I shut my eyes. I didn't see the ball going in the net. I shut my eyes. All the fans started cheering, opened my eyes. And all I could see is all the fans surrounding Dickinson. I thought, wow, he scored.
Real. Got a comment in already. We've been corrected already, lads. This is how this show goes. Don't worry about that. Morecambe game guaranteed as promotion, not Accrington Stanley. Yeah.
Do your own research.
Details. That's what it is. It's funny that, isn't it? Because I mean, my memory's terrible anyway. I just someone in red. I think was it Tanto that scored as well? The goal that sort of far post.
Don't open this kind of worm.
Yeah. Let's not overcomplicate things.
And Andy, I'm sure will give us those details so you can share them. Let's not speculate.
Your favourite goal, Liam?
Your favourite goal? Either Paul Cook's absolute screamer from against Manchester City, or like I said, Liam Dickinson's goal, which I didn't see going, but I seen it on the video and I thought, wow, that's a sub goal. That.
Yeah.
Can it be your favourite goal if you didn't actually see it?
Yeah.
Even though I know you was there, I'm not taking that away from you. But you didn't actually see it, you had your eyes closed.
Yeah, good shout. And favourite player, past. You can have past and present.
Past, without no fair share out. Sean Connolly. Present, it's a draw between Fraser Osball and Macca Seven Hoyles.
Yeah.
Macca.
Two good shouts. I think there was just on that. I know there was somebody who put it on Twitter. I think it was saying how many of the current squad would leave and become like legend status. And I think both those names were sort of pretty much up there. And I think that from the current squad, Macca definitely. And I know he's obviously been hindered with injuries and stuff like that. And if we'd have had a fit Macca for however long he's been here, we would have seen so much more from him. And I think Horse has just been an absolute rock, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I know he's an injury. I know he gets injured quite a lot, but when he's fully fit, look at what he does. You give him the ball, I think you already know what he's going to do.
Yeah,
he's halfway there. He's halfway on the pitch.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's every time we've sort of been like wondering whether or not he can do that step up, hasn't he? Because he's had a big injury and we've been promoted, and he comes back and he just does exactly the same. As you just said, he's been absolutely amazing. So definitely say Macca's definitely up there as a legend status if he was, or when he leaves the club, should I say?
Yeah. Interesting. You should say that, Liam, about Macca and Sean Connolly, both right backs. If both at the, you know what's coming. Both at the top of League One, top echelons of League One. Let's do a quick thing now. Which of those teams would you have together? So would you have Ben Inchliff or Paul Jones in net?
Would you have bastard.
I know. Would you have Sean Connolly or Macca at right back?
Paul Jones in net. And Connolly right back.
Okay. Left back. We'll carry on this, Liam. Carry on. Left back, Torre or Lee Todd?
Lee Todd.
Centre half. I'm just going to pick these out of the centre half, Flinney or Horsfall?
I don't know what before you need to. Who's the other centre half? Who's the other options for centre half?
Well, I was going to go with Gannon and Pye.
Pye.
Oh, Pye. Right. Flinney or Horsfall?
Fraser.
Nice.
Out of those four, I'd have gone Horse and Flinney.
Yeah.
Okay, should we carry on into midfield? Do you want to?
Why not?
While you're on a roll.
Okay. Central midfield, Oliver Norwood or Chris Marsden?
Chris
You're not
You're
Marsden.
gonna-
not making this easy.
Chris Marsden.
Fine. Yeah. Lewis Bate or Tom Bennett?
Lewis Bates.
Really? Oh, that's my favourite player, Tom Bennett.
Sorry, Russ.
I'm struggling for left wing now. 'Cause we don't. Yeah, Cooper left wing or
Barry.
Barry.
Oh.
I know he's not part of the
No.
current squad.
No, but
Cooper.
both lone
Season.
players started off as lone players. Yeah, perfect.
Kenny Cooper.
Do you know what? Right wing. Kieran Durkin or Will Collar.
Will Collar.
Wow, yeah, good shout, good shout. Oh, here we go, up front. Brett Angel or Carl Wootton?
Kyle Watton. I wouldn't have
Tanto or Laf-
I'm not.
You're not a really.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, yes.
Tanto or Alan Armstrong?
Alan Armstrong.
Nice.
I think
That's a
definitely
good
if you play if you go in Wotton, Armstrong would be a brilliant player to play off Wotton.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
that would work really, really well. So yeah, I agree with that. That's
Good
a
that.
tough one. That's
Yeah. Do you know what I'm going to do? If it's all right with you, Liam, I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this back, and I'm going to put the team that you've selected onto a graphic, and then put it out to see what other people's opinions. What their team would be.
yeah,
good
give me
little-
options. That's a good one. That's really
Yeah,
good.
because
The reaction to that.
and when the
It's all
people,
just off the cuff, isn't it? It's
I know, it's great, isn't it?
it's amazing.
When people do watch the Sean Connolly interview, there was a question of that ilk, wasn't there? About the sort of the team today and the team back then. So you'll get Sean Connolly's answer for that. Hey, good stuff. Right, shall we talk about the Wigan match then? So obviously Wigan on.
Is that all the questions? Just did we miss one? Because I know we sort of went off on a bit of a tangent.
Yeah,
with
no,
that
past
squad
and
line.
present. So you
Right,
player
okay.
past. Who's your player in the past, Liam? Your favourite player?
Sean Connolly.
Yeah,
Sean,
totally.
Sean Connolly and Macca, wasn't it? Macca and yeah.
That's what started it. Yeah. Okay.
Sean Waggie.
I know. I'm just making sure that
Yeah,
you've
right.
got all the intro questions. I couldn't remember which ones you'd asked.
Yeah. No, they're all done now.
Cool.
By the way, Liam, your mum is watching. We know Julia.
Hello.
Hi, Julia.
Hi, Mum. Hi, Mum. You okay?
She has announced herself to the county podcast.
County world. Hey, good stuff. Right. So Wigan then, as I said before, as easy as ABC, Chally masterclass, Addai, not so much a tactical substitution, but Bate in camps. Before that, I said in the ground, it was looking like it was going to be a 0-0. If anything, I thought Wigan might have snatched it, but yeah. What did you make of it, Liam?
I thought the exact same as you, Russ. Half time, I was actually thinking to myself, from my neck, I could take a point past these. The only problem is I don't think they had a good finisher, which was a good for us. They didn't have a good finisher, which is good.
Yeah, because they got rid of that. Was it Teo Asgard? He left, didn't he? For
Yeah, I wouldn't say they got rid of him. But he was sold.
No,
for
well-
a profit. Sold for a decent amount of money, wasn't he? He wasn't just like sidelined and just fucked off.
no. But they didn't have him, did they? They had another. They had that new striker. I think he was new, and he was the one that went through against Addai, and Addai made that cracking save. I mean, how good was Addai when he came on? I mean, he's had a lot of stick, hasn't he? But he was brilliant on Saturday.
I thought Saturday was the best game he's played. Saturday was the best game he played.
Go on,
I
then, tell
think
us more.
The only thing that he still didn't do when he did it a couple of times that I noticed was there was a couple of times when the ball sort of came back to him and he was hesitant to come out of his 6-yard box to either collect the ball or pass it. And there was a couple of times where he was still hesitant to come and collect relatively easy ball. Now, obviously, that's just in his nature. But apart from that, he was brilliant, wasn't he? And saying nothing, not taking anything away from Ben, because he made a world-class save in the first half, didn't he? Which actually caused the injury for him. But it was really good to see Addai come on, and I think it sounded like he got a good reaction from the county fans. I wasn't there. I was at our AGM meeting again, watching it in Bulgaria. But he sounded as if he got a decent reception from them, and yeah, he's made a really good save at 0-0, hasn't he? And then 2 or 3 minutes later, we've made it 1-0, and also he's made another save, hasn't he, later on? So. Yeah, definitely. As Liam said, definitely one of his best games that he's had.
Yeah. When it was the 75th minute, I actually looked at my mate and said, "You know, mate, we're going to snatch this. We're going to snatch this." And it took a while. But I looked at the team and thought they switched off. They switched off in the 75th minute, and we stepped up a gear. How many times have County been caught by switching off at that times this season, and then the other team have scored because of us switching off?
Yeah, definitely in the second half. We have in the second half massively, haven't we? I mean, it's come. Yeah. We showed that table last week, didn't we? Where we were second bottom in front of Wigan for second half.
Yeah.
Being poor second half. So, they did switch off, but I kind of think it felt like they ran out of ideas a bit. But as soon as we brought Camps on, Camps again, we've got to give him loads of plaudits. There's comments coming in, by the way, of other players that need plaudits, and we'll get to those. But Campsy, when he came on against Blackburn, do you remember when we got leathered 6-1 earlier on in the season? When he came on, and I know that was a young team and it's a different sort of environment and all that kind of stuff, but it just seemed to all settle down when Campsy came on, didn't it?
He had that calming effect, didn't he? And that leadership to sort of take it by the scruff of the neck and maybe not shout at people, but give them a bit more direction, which
lead by example.
In that 6-1 defeat, it definitely made that difference. And I think, as we've said, up to this year, we've sort of and ahhing a bit about Camps, is whether he'd make it at League One, whether he's good enough at League One. And
I think he is.
Exactly. Yeah. He's been superb this season. Every time he's played.
I think this season's been his best season. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. And it's almost like you say, once he's fit, you can't drop him.
Yeah.
Him and Bates really play off each other really well.
But that's a problem, though. It's a good problem to have, as the cliche goes. But so you've got Norwood, Bate, Camps. Who else is in there as well in central midfield? I mean, Collar can play there. He's been a bit more. Moxon, yeah. So, all right, then here's a question. Then they're all fit. All four are fit. Which two do you play?
Go on, Liam.
Camps and Collar.
So, but say Collar's more attacking. So you can forget Collar. So it's Norwood, Bate, Camps, and Moxon.
Moxon and Camps.
You're playing Moxon and Camps. Such a difficult one. See, I can't see a team where Norwood's not in it. I think he's first on the team sheet.
Well, yeah, but for me, I'd go Bate and Camps to start, and then you bring Moxon or Norwood on to if you're pushing or want to change a game and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think Bate and Camps look really good together. I think they complement each other really well.
Yeah, not forgetting as well. People, I've completely forgotten. People are putting it in the comments. Got Nick Powell to come back,
but again, is he going to be a bit further forward player? He's not going to. I mean, Powell and Norwood together,
just frightening. Yeah. I don't know, because Powell's been playing more of that quarterback role, hasn't he? I hate to use the phrase because it's American football, but he's been more like deeper, sort of plays different kind of balls to Norwood, doesn't he? He plays slide rule and sort of defense splitting passes, doesn't he? He likes to do that.
Yeah,
whereas Norwood's more spray, isn't he?
Balls pinging everywhere, wouldn't they? It'd be like we were playing multi-ball.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so difficult. But I mean, it's good for us because, you know, we've got players that can come on and change the game now.
Yeah.
When we scored against Wigan, I don't know about you lads, but I celebrated that like it was. I've not celebrated a goal like that for weeks and months probably. It was just wasn't forced. It was just limbs everywhere, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So good, especially in the second one as well. Obviously, because the game's done. Then, innit? They weren't coming back from that.
I got piled on. I got piled on the second goal.
Did you? But you're okay though, aren't you?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no injuries, no lasting injuries.
Supposed to be mates. Supposed to be mates.
Yeah, but I bet they picked you up afterwards though. Did they make sure you're all right?
Yeah. They picked you up. They even bought me a pint, one of them.
I hope they bloody did. Drew Robinson's coming here. Sorry to plug another podcast, but did any of you see Not the Top 20 analysis on Stockport County? Yes, I did see it.
I've not watched it.
Very good.
Yeah, I've not watched it yet.
Yeah, have a look at that. They do a bit of funnily enough, they do a bit of a FOT Mob deep dive. Weird that, isn't it? We use FOT Mob as well. So on our Courtyard Club call. So we're in the right yeah, that's it. We're in the right audience, aren't we? Do you know what, Drew? That's why they win awards and we don't, because they beat us to an award in 2024. So fair play to them. It was very good. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, great win against them. Obviously, Cambridge on Saturday. Again, just to reiterate, we haven't got an Uppo preview. That's going to come out at 10 o'clock tonight with Jack from Under the Abbey podcast. About 10 to 15 minutes of an opposition preview. Liam, what are you expecting on Saturday?
Well, they've not got a very good goal record. You look at their record, if their top goal scorer has scored 6 goals in 20 games. That is terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah. The bottom of the league as well.
Yeah. Well, that does explain why, I think.
Today, Wednesday, the 19th of February, they have just got a new manager and a new director of football this evening. New manager bounce. What do you reckon? They're going to beat us 1-0?
Who's it? Who's coming? It's
Neil Harris and Mark Bonner.
Neil Harris. I don't know. Have they got the players to play? Well, I was just going to say players to play the way that Neil Harris wants to play, but how does he want to play? I didn't see anything of a style when he was at Gillingham. He's gone to Millwall. He went to Millwall after that, didn't he? I think possibly Bernard's game. I don't know if there will be. I don't know. It's difficult with the new manager coming in. I still think we'll win. I still think we've got enough quality to beat them and to beat them relatively comfortable. I don't think there was nothing about them when they came up to our place earlier in the season. So I still don't see. I think it will be part of the bus, but I think we've now got. I mean, you look at Wigan, not necessarily part of the bus. But they're really, really good defensively. So I think we're sort of looking at ways that we can unlock teams. And as you said, I think the bench, the longer it goes on, the stronger the bench looks, and the stronger that people coming off the bench make the difference. So I'm still thinking that we're going to win, even with a new manager in charge.
Yeah. What about you, Liam? Confident?
Yeah, I think we're still. Yeah, 4-0.
Oh, he's gone 4-0.
There's your new manager bounce.
Yeah. Honestly, this is where I'm going to do my usual. I mean, having said that, I did the opposition preview for Jack on Under the Abbey podcast. I said we'd beat him 2-0, but that was before they got a new manager. Now, yeah, I don't know. Just with the new manager, it just worries me slightly because you do get that new manager bounce. I mean, more often than not, you get it, don't you? You get a new manager bounce. They've still got the players there. The other lad wasn't very sort of confident himself. Other scores are coming in here. Jim Jones says 3-0 against Cambridge. Liam's going 4-0. Matt Brady, mate, congratulations on the walk, by the way, to Wigan. He says 4-0. So Liam and Matt are going 4-0. Get your predictions in.
I know Matt Bailey.
Is what?
I know him.
Oh, do you know Matt Brady? Yeah, good lad, isn't he?
Yeah.
Good lad. So yeah, confidence all around. Interesting fact: Neil Harris was there as a manager before. Mark Bonner was a manager before at Cambridge, and they've both now gone back. One as manager, one as director of football.
Justin?
Yeah, just clutching at straws. It just does my head in when this happens. When we're just about to play them, it's classic county, isn't it?
It does seem to happen quite a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
managers
weird,
get
isn't it?
sacked before us. I don't know. I've not sat there and looked at other teams before they're playing, but it does seem that there's quite a few times that we seem to be playing teams after they've just sacked a manager or they've just got a new manager in charge. It just seems to happen far too often.
Yeah, it does. I'll tell you what's happened recently as well on our sort of rise up is managers getting sacked after we've played them. Remember the Sutton manager getting sacked after we beat him 8-0.
Well, yeah, I mean,
yeah.
If you've not had a good start to the season and you get pumped 8-0, then you've got to consider what's going on, haven't you?
You have. Absolutely, you have. Shall we do a bit of a Tuesday fixture roundup? Because there were fixtures last night. Obviously, games being played where it was their games in hand. So the ones at the top played. Birmingham didn't play. They were in the Nobody Cares Cup. I think they got to the final, actually, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. A massive win for Birmingham against League Two Bradford at home, where they won in the 88th minute and celebrated it like they'd won the World Cup, I think.
Did they? I didn't see that.
I didn't watch any of the football last night, guys. I was busy playing darts. I played for a darts team on a Tuesday, so I didn't watch any of the games.
Fair dues. Well, we'll take you through the scores then.
Did you win, Liam?
Yes, we won.
Ah, there you go. That's all that matters. That's the only Tuesday result we're interested in.
Who'd you play for, Liam?
I played for the Queens in Portwood.
Oh, yeah.
The Queen's
Right.
State. Yeah.
Nice. I thought you were going to say Jack and Jill then, but we can't do that anymore, can we? I miss that place. I know. I miss that place. So last night, quick rundown of the scores. I'll go through them all. Crawley 1, Wigan 1, Mansfield 0, Lincoln City 3. Mansfield have only picked up 1 point since they won their FA Cup final against us on the opening on New Year's Day.
When they won
the Edgley Cup. Yeah. We've got Huddersfield beating Shrewsbury. Yeah, that was a late goal. Graham Thomas points that out. It was a scrapey. It wasn't so much scrappy, but they were living on borrowed time. They were very much a second.
82 minutes.
It was a late one, but it was there was chances for Shrewsbury to be out of sight really. So that's certainly telling. Stevenage 0, Burton 1, Wrexham 1, Leyton Orient 2. Which was I wouldn't say surprise of the night.
It was a surprise that it finished 2-1.
Well, I was expecting a late flurry from Wrexham and getting sort of late
with
goals.
11 minutes added on and
11 minutes added on.
A Leyton player being sent off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I watched a bit of that. I was flicking between that and some other football, Celtic, and. I'll go with what's in the comments. Wrexham weren't great at all. They were pretty bad, to be fair. When you look at how we play and our phases of play and our link ups, it's so good to watch. I think personally, you watch Wrexham and it's like, nah, I'm not having it.
That's why they just spend money on strikers.
Yeah,
They
but
don't
they didn't
use
look like.
midfield. They just oik it forward and want second balls and things like that. It's parky ball, as they call it, isn't it?
They've
And
got
I've
18.
said that since National League.
They've got 18 strikers in total.
18?
18.
Are you joking, Liam?
No, I'm the same as Waggy. I think they've got too many strikers. So I YouTubed it like the other week, and it come up 18 strikers in total.
You know.
Wow.
Where does Paul Mullin rank in those strikers?
I don't know. He
Trying
never
to get in
seems.
the Welsh team. I think he's well down the pecking order now, isn't he, Mullen?
Yeah. They're not asking for him to be in the Wales team anymore, are they?
No.
Like having a
I
government petition.
don't even think they want him in the Marine team. non-league in Liverpool.
And Mark Morley. Hi, Mark. Mansfield against Wrexham on Sunday. Mansfield have about 8 players out. You just watch. Mansfield will pick up points against Wrexham on Sunday. That'll be funny. And then the other one, Wickham 2, Bristol Rovers 0. Bristol Rovers had a man sent off. I think Wickham were pretty much out of sight by then. But they've faltered recently as well, Wickham, haven't they? What I'm getting at is it's all pointing towards a really good end of the season. We're in great form. We've got players coming back. There's so much to be positive about. It's so good at the moment, isn't it?
I think it's still wide open. You know, like you just said, Russ. Everybody has had a bit of a turn. Every team has had a bit of a turn where you're thinking, "Wow," you know.
Yeah. As you said, Liam, every team has had day up, like the winning games, but also going through a bit of a streak of not getting results and stuff. Apart from Birmingham.
Even we've had a time where we've been wobbly. Yeah. We've had a bit of down times.
Yeah, because we didn't win in January. Oh, we probably won. We didn't even pick up any points in January, did we?
No.
But we've had a really good Feb. Have I got that right? No, I can't remember. Anyway, we've had a bad patch.
We've had our bad patch, and we're now pushing on for the second half of the season as we always do.
Yeah.
Certainly under Chally.
Yeah.
We definitely have a much better season. The second half. Well, no, but we're certainly more consistent second half of the season.
Yeah. Seems that way, doesn't it? Seems that way. And we've got, as I said before, I repeat it, we've got players coming back. Nick Powell's due back, isn't he? Some of the others have come back. Fevs, yeah. There was one more that Chally mentioned in his post-match. I can't remember, or his pre-match. I can't remember. It was Fevs and Powell, though, and one other. I can't remember.
Horse. Did you not say Horse?
Oh, Horse, yeah, of course. Horse, yeah.
So he's coming back this season then?
I think so, yeah. Yeah. I think he'll be back.
He'll struggle to get to the team. He'll struggle to get back into the team.
Exactly, yeah. So, again, a good question for you both. We've got Pye, Connolly and Noyle, not Noyle, playing in those 3 centre-half positions. Obviously, Brad Hills as well. Where does Horsefall fit in there? Who do you drop for Horse?
Pass.
Me, personally, I'd say Connolly goes out right and Horse comes in the centre.
Because they're our players.
As well as Connolly has played, I think that's it. And I think then it's Noyle or Southam Ailes when he's fit. Hopefully, it's only like a little niggle that he's out. Chally said it was 7 to 10 days, didn't he, for him? So hopefully that's only a niggle. But then it's one of them playing right wing back, and I think I'd go back because Connolly and Horse and Pye playing as 3 centre backs has worked really well up until Horse being injured. And I know, I say Connolly has been outstanding since playing in the centre of the back 3. But I think Horse just comes straight back in because we can't not play Horse.
Yeah, he's proved too important, hasn't he? Horse, such a good defender. Stu Hope, Horse will have to wait for his chance. That's the thing about squad depth, and I've got to agree with that. Chally's probably going to go, well, soz, almost soz, mate. You're gonna have to wait for an opening probably. We'll see. We'll see.
To be fair, if Horsfall loves the club, he'll have to accept being on the bench for a little bit. I've always said that any player who has had a long-term injury must start off on the bench until that manager knows that player is really, really fully fit. The best player or not, I do it on Football Manager. When I get a player injured, when they come back from injury, I always put them on the bench, and then probably bring them on later on in the game just to see whether they are fit.
Yeah, I don't mean like say Horse coming straight in, but no. He definitely manages minutes. He'll definitely be on the bench and play 10, 15 minutes and stuff, won't he? Until he's fully fit. But for me, when he's fully fit, I think he goes straight back in the team.
Yeah,
I think so, and we'll move Connolly out to right centre back. And again, I know there's a few comments saying that Noyley's been good, really good at right centre back, which he has, playing with Maka. But I think that if Maka isn't fit, then Noyley's the person that has to step out there. And I think that he will play Horse instead of Hills, so that Horse plays in the centre and then Connolly goes out to right centre back if Maka's not fit. That's my opinion, and obviously everybody's allowed opinions about football.
Yeah. Well, that's the point. I mean, that's why we're here, isn't it? I mean, Mark Morley again just says they won't just bung you back anyway. They'll manage it by minutes and build him up, which is what you are saying, Liam. Yeah, I think the big telling thing here is certainly since I've been watching County, we've never really had this luxury where we can one of our best players we can slowly reintroduce them back into the team. It's always been, well, you're the best player, we need you back in now. Maybe Gannon was the exception to that because he did rule, rule not with an iron fist, but had that sort of mentality. But we're so lucky now that we've got the players that you've just mentioned, and we don't have to rush Horsfall back in. Yeah. And I did pick up there as well that you play Football Manager, Liam, so you are welcome on this podcast anytime. We're all Football Manager.
I try not to bring you up tonight because it's every time you jump on everybody's picking up Football Manager thinking it's the Stockport County broadcast, it's not Football Manager broadcast.
No, we don't mind. We don't mind, mate. Anyway.
Question on Football Manager though. Do you manage Stockport County or do you manage somebody else?
Oh, no. I started unemployed.
Right. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's good.
I always start employed in Chester City. Sorry, actually, my language. Chester come in for a bit of a local one. I'll apply, see what they do. They accepted me. I was 1 point below relegation, and I got them into the playoffs.
Nice.
Always
good when you do shit like that, isn't it?
I've been given another year's contract as well. So
excellent.
Let's see what next season brings for me.
Nice.
Superb.
I love a Football Manager story. Love it. I do. I honestly.
FIFA.
I know. Yeah, 100%.
I'm far too old for FIFA.
Football Manager is the thinking man's game, isn't it? When it comes to football, FIFA's just
like it. yeah, it's just button pressing.
You know what they're saying? FIFA's for kids, Football Manager's for men.
Yeah, we'll have that. We'll have that.
That's a Tuesday fixture roundup. Have I got any admin to say? I don't think I have that I've not mentioned previous weeks. Just to say thanks to everybody who's a Patreon member. Really, at this point, we've got over 110 now, which is really, really good. And yeah, £3 a month plus VAT. Do get signed up. Also, what was I going to say? I was going to say something about something. I can't remember what it was. Patrons and. No, it's gone. I'll probably remember it later. Anyway, Jay Mingy we've not mentioned him. He's not been featured in the first team for a long time. I quickly caught a. Well, this is it. Well, there's a report. Well, I say a report. There's an article on. I don't know where it's from. That I've seen tonight. Something about him not being fit enough to play for county. That he's just not fit enough. And I don't know if anybody's heard anything about it.
He does seem to have like gone into the wilderness, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Say, there's no things about injury or anything like that, and he's nowhere near. He's not getting mentioned. He's not in the match day squads. Anything like that. I know he's had a bit of a. He played a few games, didn't he? And then just gone.
Well, he got hooked before half time, didn't he, against somebody the other Saturday? Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a weird one. So my bet is that he's probably not going to be at the club much longer, I guess. County A&H 3, New Year's Day at Birmingham, constantly had his hands on his hip, didn't seem interested in DC, hold him off. That was it, yeah. Attitude's been mentioned at previous clubs.
Wow. Where did we sign him from?
Colchester, but he was at Portsmouth before that, wasn't he? So he obviously comes with some pedigree. Mingy, compartment syndrome. This is Sydney Exile. That can be a long-term and debilitating. Saw that on Yellow Board. Oh, right. Compartment syndrome. Not heard that before. Interesting one, that. Maybe we'll have a look at that. And then Stu Hope, I think it was Chally said he needs to building up and conditioning to be fit enough to play for Stockport County. Right, okay. So he said it in his post-match. Right, okay. Is what I'm getting there. Yeah, Matt Brady says he said it in his post-match. I missed that. I
didn't hear that. But you wonder why he's not gone out on loan then.
Yeah,
it seems to me. I mean, I know it's not as simple as saying, he goes out on loan, and it's a case of trying to find a club, maybe that sort of play the style that we play and make sure that he's playing in a position that we want him to play in. So I think that's, it's not just a case of throwing him out on loan. You need to find the right club and find him at the right level to be able to sort of almost guarantee him fitness, isn't it? To play regular games and to give him the fitness. So it just seems a bit strange. He's just disappeared, hasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he has. It's a weird one, isn't it? And it's one of the. I mean, you can vouch for all the other players, can't you, that we've signed and that are in the squad. It's just not him.
It's like he's like a how can I put it? Ken Chally of Stockport County, could I say? Where it's like he's at the club, but I don't think he's good enough for the club.
Yeah, it's looking that way, isn't it? It's looking that way. So yeah, there's comments coming in as well from our Dan. Was going out on loan on transfer day, but fitness issues. So reported by Sam Byrne on Saturday that he was meant to go out somewhere on loan, but it fell through at the last minute. There we go. So I'm not sure we'll see much of him unless we have some sort of injury crisis that we perhaps get. Anyway, I thought I'd bring that up. There was something else that I wanted to mention. Start getting your Get In't Rezzers in, by the way. And let us know what you think. Liam, you've got a couple, haven't you? And Waggie, have you got any? For our Get In't Rezzers?
Yes, I think I've got one.
Okay, cool. Excellent.
No microwave ones, please.
Andy's not on, you'll be all right.
Right, cool. Shall we do Get In't Rezzers then?
Get the Rezzers in. Come on.
Come on.
Get In't Rezzers.
Come on, Get In't Rezzers.
Get In't
Come on,
Rezzers.
Get In't Rezzers.
That's rubbish. Get In't Rezzers.
I'm not having that. Get In't Rezzers.
Right, before we start, we have got one in here from Dan Culverwell again. People who've still got their Xmas lights up. I mean, if you've still got your Xmas lights up, your Christmas lights up, I mean, you probably need...
Hung by them.
Yeah, you should be. Be hung by your Christmas lights. I've got one here from a listener as well, Edward F. What do you guys think of the Bolton game kickoff time? Well, I think that can get in the Rezzers as well. It's just the general moving times for TV. And I know we can go into a big debate about it's the TV and it's part of going up the leagues and stuff, but it's so annoying, isn't it? I mean, Bolton's not far away, but just leave it alone, man. It just does my head in.
Things like that, is that not on police advice to bring
all that sort of, absolutely, all that sort of stuff. I would imagine it's more TV than police advice, to be honest.
Is it actually to be? Are we going to be on Sky Sports, not Plus? Is that game being shown?
Don't know. Well, if it's 12:30, I think it will be, won't it? It'll be on Sky Sports Plus, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't actually have a problem with the 12:30 kickoffs, really, because if you look at it, you've got the Prem, they're kicking off at 12:30, so why can't we kick off at 12:30? You know, it's getting us use, it's getting us the fans use and the players use to, not if when we get to the Prem, when we get to the Prem. It's getting us used to that.
Getting us used to it, Yeah, I like that, Liam.
So Liam, then, right? Because we've had this discussion on this podcast before about does Mark Stott want the Premier League? He does. You know, I don't think he's made any secret of it. I think he fancies the Prem. What do you reckon to us getting to the Prem? Are you up for it?
Yeah, I'm 100% up for it. And I'd say in about 5 years' time. 5 years' time, maybe see what happens this year and get used to the Championship. But the thing is, with this club, because we're a club, we're a developing club, we need to get used to a league before we start beefing up again.
Yeah. Do you not think it's... But with the Premier League, though, my personal opinion is you're better off going straight through like Ipswich, having a crack at it, seeing if you can stay up, probably drop back down, take your money and just run with it. Just run away with the money, all the parachute payments and that. If you get to the Championship and consolidate the Championship, don't they lose something like an average Championship team loses around 400 grand a week, I think. So it's not sustainable. That's my opinion anyway. Go straight through, have a crack at it, come back down probably, unless you do well and stay up. Then you've got an extra season there, and then do that. I mean, it's just ridiculous that we're talking about the Premier League anyway, isn't it? Really?
Nah.
No, I mean because Liam, I mean because we've been in we've come from National League North, haven't we?
Yeah. I shared a post today actually. 6 years ago today, I had my picture with Sam Walker, and I'm thinking, I've had a picture stuck with Sam Walker 6 years ago today, and look who we got now. I can't. You can't compare Sam Walker to all these players we got now. Come on.
No, you can't. There's levels, isn't there? I mean, you know, and I hope you agree with me here. They played a part for the club, didn't they? And they're good. The good lads. I've had Sam Walker in this bar when we interviewed him, and we've had a beer together and stuff. And they're all top lads, aren't they? They've played their part in getting us back up, haven't they?
I've just signed him on Football Manager.
Nice for Chester. I love it. Yeah.
I think it's difficult, as you say, to go like sort of straight up and stuff. But I mean, a couple of people have said it in the comments. Look at Luton.
Yeah,
you know, they got to the Premier League and the bottom. Are they bottom of the Championship at the minute?
Yeah,
or in relegation?
Yeah, I think they are. You know,
they're certainly down there. Yeah. And
second bottom.
They have a parachute payment, but you've got to watch that. If you have players that are too good for the Championship, is they just get snatched from you, don't they? From the likes of, you know, your Crystal Palace or your teams like that. You've sort of got to watch how much it's going to affect you. I wouldn't like to be a yo-yo club. I know what else said about being a yo-yo club. I don't I don't want to go into the Premier League and just get pumped 4-5-0 every game.
Like West Brom were many years ago. They used to go up to the Prem, down to the Championship, up to the Prem, down to the Championship. And
Norwich were the same as well, weren't they?
That was about 6, 7, maybe 8 years up and down in the Championship.
I don't think Norwich and West Brom played each other for about 6 years because one was in the Premiership and one was in the Championship, and they just kept swapping places.
Past each other, didn't they? Like ships in the night. Yeah,
that's what I mean. So I wouldn't like to be amazing in the Championship and shit in the Premier League. That's the thing, that you want to get up there and survive if you're getting up there, and then just build to try and, like you say, like somebody said about obviously Brentford, teams like that. That's how you want it. But I understand what you're saying is to go straight through as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
because then that gives you, like, obviously the financial security. But I just say who would have thought this 6-7 years ago, that we'd even be having a conversation and that would include the Premier League?
No. Mad, isn't it?
It is
so good, though, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
It's so good. We've what we've done here now is we've walked down Hardcastle Street towards the Rezzers, and we've gone towards Alexandra Park for a play on the swings with this conversation. So we need to come back to the Rezzers. Right, Liam, what's your? You've got two on you. What's your first one?
My first one is, do you know the yard? The yard.
Yeah.
The
courtyard.
Yeah, the courtyard.
Yeah.
The courtyard. I don't like the way how they've done it, where if you want some food and drink, you've got to queue up twice.
Oh.
Okay. You've got to queue up twice. You're thinking. So I now tell my friend Chris Harvey, who I go with, you go in one queue, I'll go in the other queue.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So you mean for beer and food separate? Yeah. I didn't even know. I don't get the food, so yeah. Yeah, fair dues. That's a bit inconvenient, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I completely understand. I think it's difficult, isn't it? Because some people don't want to have beer and some people don't want to have food. So if you're stuck in a massive long queue, queuing for both, I can understand that you'd be a bit annoyed. But if you do want both, then yeah, that is annoying. Yeah. I'll give you that. Yeah,
because when you go away, and it might be different in other parts of the stadium as well, but when you go away, it's all in one place, isn't it? Generally,
that's my massive argument with why, you know.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, I can get in the Rezzers then, definitely. I queuing can just get in the Rezzers anyway for me. I hate queuing. So, yeah, but it's a democracy. Do we all think it gets in the Rezzers? Yeah. Yeah. Sweet. Right.
I don't know. So, I debut broadcast and getting the result.
Privilege, mate. You're privileged.
Like a debut goal.
We'll come back to your second one in a minute. Waggy, if you go on.
Yes, this goes back a couple of weeks, and it's not necessarily commentators, but it's more around stupid statements that commentators make. And it's Newcastle got to the with the Carabao Cup final or whatever it was that he got. And the commentators were like, oh, yeah, well, the fans deserve this. They deserve to win a trophy, don't they? Why? Because they don't wear fucking tops and have fucking Nuki Brown in their hand. Why do they deserve to win a fucking trophy over some other club? Why? What makes them the God-given right to be able to deserve to win a trophy? The only way that they deserve to win a trophy is by beating every team that's been put in front of them and being the better team. That's what they deserve. It's not because the fans fucking show the beer bellies off with the fucking Newcastle tattoos on and have a bottle of Nuki Brown in their hand. It's just absolute shite. They don't deserve nothing. It's the team that deserves it, not just because you've got a good fan base that are all loud and daft.
Fair dues, mate. Good rant, that. Really good rant. Getting Rezzers combined with Waggie's rants. Love it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same for Tottenham as well, isn't it? Tottenham haven't won something for a long time.
Why? The shit. That's why they don't deserve a trophy. It's got nothing to do with fans. You know what I mean? It's like, Jesus Christ, we'd have never gone to the National League North if it was to do with fans. You know what I mean? It's just the commentators are like, these deserve a trophy. No, they fucking don't. They've been shit. Tough.
Fair dues. Yeah. We can get in the Rezzers. Yeah. They do say some stupid stuff though, don't the commentators?
Oh, there's loads of it, isn't there? And I think we've actually put the commentators in the Rezzers before.
We have, yeah. I think we put them in, took them back out, and put them back in before.
I think we've definitely drowned them like a witch.
There's a few Get in the Rezzers that are coming into the comments. Let me read some of these out, and then Liam, you can do your second one. Get in Rezzers. Martin says, I know it is Wigan fans booing Ben Hinchliffe when clearly injured, unlike their keeper's tactical timeouts before we beat them 2-0. So yeah, we can have that, I think. Because it was his groin. You could clearly see he was down injured. He wasn't playing for time. Jesus. Matt Brady, Wigan stewards. He had to go and ask Stockport police officer where the car park was and buses were parking. I guess that's because the Wigan stewards weren't telling you stuff, Matt. So yeah, they can go in the. These are quick fire, by the way. Just quick fire Getting Rezzers. Stuart Hope, he praised Woods on Saturday, and a guy in front of him said, "Yeah, but as he scored, he can get in Rezzers." Yeah, because football, especially these days, it's not. Well, it is all about scoring. Clearly, obviously, anyone can have that stupid argument, but the amount of work that he does off the ball and dragging centre halves left and right and doing all that work.
Scoring wins your games. Defence wins your titles.
Correct. And where do you defend from?
The front.
The front. We all know this. And then one final one. Andy Birchnough is Getting the Rezzers. They've changed the courtyard to the people from Foodie Friday instead of Steve Bellis or JK. I have seen that. I've seen lots of people complaining about that. Personally, it doesn't really bother me. I'm sure JK and Steve will still come in and do the odd interview. It's just the rest of the presenting, isn't it? I thought,
Yeah, I suppose I don't know how that affects, because normally we're in the courtyard early doors and then we go on the concourse, don't we? Before they generally they used to do the player interviews and stuff like that. So I don't know what the difference is with that now. I know there's obviously a different guy up there emceeing.
Yeah.
The Foodie Friday guy who normally does it, and he hosts it. He actually advertises the Foodie Fridays as well, because I went to the yard a few weeks ago and he advertised Foodie Friday.
Right.
Fair enough. I mean, Foodie Friday is good. I'm not sure really how the two merged together, because I don't think this guy's a county fan. I might be wrong. I don't know where the link. I don't really know where the link is. Dan Molt says, no, the new guy does the interviews too. So, I mean,
okay.
JK's probably got a lot to do on a match day anyway. I guess Steve Bellis has, so they've looked for somebody to fill that gap. Interesting one. I'll tell you just quickly, one of my getting the Rezzers is, I've just thought about it, and this is going to make me sound really old, but in the courtyard when they're playing the music, it's too loud. I can't hear myself think. I have to go out. I have to move away so I can hear myself talk. But that's just me being an old bastard.
Yeah, probably.
So Liam, finally, what's your final Getting the Rezzers?
Waggie, you just stole mine off me.
Oh, sorry, mate.
But I've got another one.
Go on then.
Terrible, absolute terrible refereeing. We are in League One. We sometimes get referees who 3 weeks ago they're refereeing in the National League. and straight away they've been promoted to our league, refereeing our games.
Yeah. But
back when we played Manfield, their goalkeepers time wasted about 3 times. And while their goalkeepers time wasting, their strikers were pushing forward, and it nearly cost a goal twice.
But can I ask you? All right, yeah, I think we all agree referees can get in the rezzers anyway. But can I ask you? Let me ask you a question, Liam. Right, because you've seen football, you know, well, we all know football. But I want to ask you this: do the referees get better up towards the Premier League? Do they get better down towards the National League North?
I don't know.
The answer's probably no, isn't it?
I don't see the difference. Personally, I don't see a difference a lot of the time between the referees in the National League that we've had and the referees in League One. Now, I don't know, because they also have promotion and relegation, don't they, for the referees? So I don't know if it's just because the majority or a lot of the referees are either coming up with us through the leagues. So the National League referees are the ones that we've saw in League Two, the ones we're now seeing in League One. And the other half of the referees are the ones that have been demoted from the Championship because they're not good enough.
Yeah.
I cannot say that the referees in League One are any better to the referees from the National League, in my personal opinion, of what I see and the things that they miss or the things that they just seem to do. And I'm hoping that we have, obviously, our referee friend who is on, normally watches us.
Darren Bowden, but that's Bowden.
Normally tells us how it is from a refereeing point of view. But me personally, I don't see that much difference between League One and National League.
No,
that is only me personally. That is my personal opinion. So I'm not pushing out as anybody else's.
No, you don't need to keep on saying that, Waggie. We know that's your personal opinion.
Yes. No, I'm going to say again, it's my personal opinion.
Yeah. Darren, that's Bowden's here. Here we go.
There he is.
I've got I don't know what that means.
Is that for his tears? Because we keep slagging the referees off.
But yeah, I mean, it's difficult. It's a difficult one. In fact, on the Courtyard Club call, my lad was on there, and he said, as County 1883 does, he thought the referee was decent against Wigan, and my lad said he was quite kind of biased towards us, if anything. Yeah, it's a weird one. I don't want to spend ages talking about referees because we sort of do it every week, really. And it's what we need to do. What we need to do, Liam, is get our all three of us maybe go and get our referees badges. Go on a course. You fancy that? I don't, to be honest. But that said, my cousin's lad, everyone knows Mark Love. His son Dan, who does the drum, he's just passed his referees course. So
good on him.
Yeah, well done.
That definitely needs applauding because
yeah. It's a thankless task, but we do need more refs, and it needs a good overhaul as well. Okay, good stuff. I think we're just about done. That's it. Liam, have you enjoyed yourself? Been good?
It's been fantastic, guys. If ever you're stuck for any guest, just give me a message or anything. I'll be up for this anytime, guys. And it's nice to meet you as well, Waggie. I don't know you basically, but it's nice to meet you.
No, that's fine. That's fine. No worries. You know who I am next time, so we'll probably see each other at a game.
Yeah, good stuff. And yeah, just to say to everybody, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Please do drop us a like on the video if you're on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, head over to it and drop us a like or subscribe. That'd be really really good. Cheers, thank you. And see everybody. I'm not going Cambridge. I know, Waggie, you're not. Are you going Cambridge, Liam?
I am.
Good lad.
I am. I've only missed 4 games this year.
Really?
Wow.
You know.
That's good.
Nice. What do you go? Do you go on the coach?
I go by the SK4 Bredbury coaches. So a big shout to them lot who are watching tonight. I know they said they were watching, so a big shout to them lot. Craig and Daniel Bosnell. So hello to them guys. Okay.
Nice one. Yeah. No, I don't know them personally, but I've been on the coaches before with them. They're good set of lads. So yeah, happy days. Right. Cheers, everybody, and we will see you next. Well, you'll see the Courtyard Club call on Monday, the review of the Cambridge match, and then we will see you all on Wednesday for next week's weekly show. Cheers. Thank you. See you later. And that's a wrap for this episode of the Scarf Bagara War. We hope you enjoyed the podcast. Remember, you can catch us every week on your favourite podcast platform, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Google Podcasts. And a huge thank you to all of our Patreon members. Your contributions help keep the show running to bring the content you love. If you'd like to support the podcast and get access to exclusive special guest episodes, ad-free podcasts, and a monthly giveaway, head over to patreon.com/the Scarf Bagara War. And don't forget to follow us on social media for updates, behind the scenes content, and more. You can find us on X, Facebook, and Instagram, all at County Podcast. Lastly, if you enjoyed the show, please leave us a review and share it with your fellow County fans. Your feedback helps us improve and reach more listeners. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Scarf Bagara War. Come on, County!